Hello. Happy Saturday, guys. Sorry, guys, I ran a bit late. I'm I I was struggling. I had to write down some of the recommendations because I did have already two, and I couldn't find my notebook. So I was running against, like, I don't like to be late. I want to be punctual. But yeah. I'm trying to get my tablet to work, but I don't know, it's taking so long. It's taking so long to upload. Luna is in there, guys. I mean, I noticed that, day by day she is acting more erratic, that she's not. I think that the less thing that she has, besides, not being able to move very well, she get up to eat, but she sort of, she feels dizzy, like she stumbles, like, and she has something that I think that she forgets that I just gave her food, that I just fed her, and she starts meowing and meowing and meowing, like poor animal, like she really is really erratic, like really erratic, like poor. I don't know if this thing that she has, if it's like affecting her mind, her brain. Um, I'm every day cleaning her nose because she has been having like a lot of mucus, like I said the other day. I did give her a bath the other day because she was so dirty, and I try to also brush her hair. I try to be gentle because she's so skinny, like she's like skin and bones. And I noticed that it seems like she has like arthritis, like it hurts her to move or to be touched, so you cannot grab her, and she's just very skinny. So I try to be gentle with her, but yeah, she's not doing well. I mean, she's still hanging in there, like she's still with us, but she's not in her best. She's not getting better. She's actually just feeling more debilitated, But she still eats, so, we keep feeding her, you know, treating her with love. But yeah, I don't see a recovery, poor thing. Like, I feel so sad, like, watching her, I'm like, oh my God, like, it's so sad. So my mic, it there's a part that it has like a clip that can attach to my clothes, and it fell. so so for 2025, I think that my mic wants like my gear wants an update. I do have the other the the one that doesn't have a, like that is wireless, but you know how that works. Before the 2 hours, runs out of battery, so it's not trustworthy. Because sometimes I just start reading and reading and reading and reading, and I cannot be with that mic that will just turn itself on off. It's not trustworthy. Like, no. So I was running because I actually had to charge my phone, because that I uploaded a very recent video about this actor that got into a, I don't want to say controversy, because this is, I mean, people go through this, people have children without being married, or but you know how the high standards that they have for actors, or not even to mention idols. So since it's like a very trending topic to talk about that man, I was like, okay, someone recommended this to me, so I was like, yeah, maybe I should pull some cards, to see. So yeah, I did that. A very express reading, but yeah, I felt like, okay, I want to do it. Like, it's not my usual topic, like I don't know much about that man, or I know he's an actor, but yeah, I don't remember seeing him in something that I particularly like. Maybe I did see him in another movie, and I don't know, I don't remember him. He kind of looks like the Squid Game actor. Kinda looks like him, but no, it's not him. A Moment to Remember with Son Ye-jin. Oh, I do have to. I believe I did watch that, but I don't remember exactly now. I should rewatch it. Was it good? I should rewatch it, right? I know it was sad. I know it was sad. I remember some of it. And also, I love Son Ye-jin. I love her. If I'm correct, is Son Ye-jin the actress of Crash Landing on You? Is this the woman that I'm thinking? Yeah, it's about her getting the, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Okay, yeah. And also, like, I want to wait to see if more people join, but I am thinking, like, I want to pull cards now, but I don't know, maybe I should do a proper reading, because I'm obsessed watching When the Phone Rings. They are so toxic. I love the... Usually I'm not into romantic K-dramas, and this is more like, how do they call it? Like dark romance? Something like this. That is about, the man being dominant and the woman being helpless. Kind of like I said, like gives me vibes of 50 Shades of Grey without 50 Shades of Grey without the BDSM. But he actually he does play the role of the annoying, dominating, you know, the typical male character that he's just angry at life and he just, you know, is so, he doesn't even know what he wants. If he wants her, if he wants someone else, he gets jealous, but he doesn't care about her. It's so weird. It's so toxic. But I just love how they are playing it. I love it. And I was like, I want to pull cards for that, for the main leads. I want to pull cards to see, you know, how their dynamic is. But no one mentioned this. I don't know if people are watching. Yeah, it's giving Wattpad. Exactly, it's Wattpad based. I mean, it's based on a webtoon, but it's totally Wattpad, Samara. It's not that deep. It's not that like, oh my God, there's like, you know, a motive. No, it's the usual recipe. But actually, I'm liking it. I'm liking it because I kind of believe them that the roles that they're playing. I believe it. I believe it so much. I'm like, yeah, I could sort of see these two people acting like that. Um, when the phone rings, yeah. When the phone rings. It's so entertaining, it's sexy. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's sexy because I heard there's people that actually are saying that they don't find the male lead, they don't find him attractive. And what can I say? I did watch him in Doctor Romantic, like I was talking with Hope about this. I believe I did watch another thing from his. So I wouldn't be able to say like, oh, for me, I think that he's so attractive. But he does the dominating, annoying, just aggressive, angry at life kind of man. He does play that role so well, even without saying any lines. You just look at him. Maybe because he's an Aries man, so he does play that just even like I would say childish kind of man that you're like, why are you so upset with me? If you don't even care about me, why are you so upset? Why do you get jealous all of a sudden? Why do you get so agitated if you see me with someone else? If we have like a marriage that is arranged, there's no feelings in here. But he does play so well the sensual tension, and also you would believe him that he would be dominating. Like he really does that, like the grabbing, the intense stare. He does this so well. Like I think that he does a great job. I would recast him, like instead of, remember what's it, Jamie Dornan as Christian Grey in the movie. The movie was awful, of course. It's not just about the actor, but the actor playing Christian Grey was so unauthentic. Was so stiff. He was so like, yeah, he looked amazing like in the suit, but I wouldn't, you know, believe a thing that he is into BDSM. In that he is like, you know, like how do you call the one that dominates? Well, the dominant one in the relationship. But this man, with the small things that he does, you're like, yeah, this man, dumb. Okay. What's a Wattpad? He's atypical in looks. A Wattpad is like a fanfic. Yeah, sure that. It's like a fanfic. But yeah, it makes sense that it gives us that vibe because actually it's based on a webtoon. So it does have that element of, you know, be written by someone like just that is into those very cheesy or stereotype kind of characters. You know, I don't think that the characters will be like, oh, it's so deep. But if the plot becomes deeper, which I would be like, it wouldn't surprise me if it gets deeper at some point, because the actors are so good. The actors are really good. So if it gets serious at some point, I will buy it. So this is why I'm like, it has potential. It has, and not just because maybe, yeah, it's written by a woman or in the women's gaze, but I'm like, just like the moment that you hire an Aries man to play a dominating husband, partner, just someone that is irrationally aggressive and possessive, and that they say that they love you, but in their face they look like they really hate you, because they, Aries men has that very distinctive frown, that they look like they want to, like, they really don't like you. They are angry at you all the time, and maybe it's the way they stare. They just have that energy, like that energy of like, I'm annoyed, I'm angry at anyone, like anything annoys me, and I want everything now. When I want it, I have to have it. Well, he does play the role very well. The female lead, I believe she's a water sign. I think she's a Cancer woman. She's so cute. She's so cute. But she also has, of course, her character. It's not just that she's helpless. She's just like. Korean directors focus more on eye and facial expressions compared to the West. Ah, okay. So I was like, okay, then if someone is also watching and is fan of these two, please leave in the comment section of this video if you want me to do a reading for the male leads. Because I really want to do it. But I want to know if you guys would like it. Okay, guys, I will let you know who I have on my list for today. I have a BTS Hobi. I'm going to read for him an update because he was discharged from the military, so I'm going to do a reading for him. Then I have for GOT7 JB as well, because he also got discharged from the military. I have EXO Chen. I have how is it? Lusemble or Lusemble? I have no idea. Okay, Lusemble, this group that ended the contract. Lusemble, near future. Then relationship between TVXQ and JX, since they're having concerts very soon in Japan at the same time. So, someone asked, the relationship. Then a reading for Tae Hee and Rain. I believe Tae Hee is Rain's wife, right? I think she is. Then I'm going to read for BTS B and Leejung friendship, the choreographer, Leejung. 17 wonwoo, and then for IVE Yuna, that she's also a Sag. And then someone left me a question about ATs, that it says, will ATs get the Korean GP? And I believe that with GP, do they mean general public? Because they typed Korean GP. So GP, does this mean general public? If someone knows what GP means, because The question says like this: will ATEEZ get the Korean GP? Grand prize? I also thought about this grand prize, but I was like, I don't know. Because this person also wrote a comment about how they saw that that Korean 18s maybe weren't that active, you know, voting for the guys, you know, and just helping them to succeed. So maybe is it grand prize? For me, it was the general public. Please, someone translate this. Someone that is better at English than me, translate what GP means. Korean GP. I heard that Korean society is heavy on nonverbal communication, so that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to start with BTS Hobi. I'm going to read for him since he came back from the military. Let's see. Does Hobi have like, I don't want to say like romance, but why are his real name of BTS Hobi? Jung Hoosok. Why is there so many? There's two, not so many. There's two women, and I'm like, whoa, okay, could be collaboration, but I'm like, he's indecisive about it. So, two of swords for Hobi, Queen of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, and we have another Five of Wands. So, and it says distraction. Well, here is very exaggerated distraction. I don't see it like distraction, like if something is going to be destroyed, but I think that there's drama. Like there's drama for Hobi. In the middle, we have the Five of Wands. So, and we have it twice in the spread. So, wow, like there's arguments of, I mean, it could be the First Lady, I see her more loving, but if we start with the Two of Swords, so I wonder if this is like, I don't know, I don't want to say like it's a relationship, but I think that he's so hesitant. Maybe it could be someone that he wants to collaborate with, or that he wants to make music with this person. I think that it comes from, it's J-Hope. It's J-Hope. I think that it comes from before. You know, I don't know if this person was like, okay, once you are out, we're going to collaborate, or we're going to be working again together. So, and now that he's out, he's like, yeah, I know I said yes, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually if I want to do this. Because there's conflict. The Five of Wands in the middle, I think that there's drama around Hobi. There's drama. Um, I think that there was like a change of plan. A new woman is coming into the picture that is sort of like a headache for him. I can see this person be like, I don't know, could this be like a new boss? Like him finding out that this person is coming and it's like, oh no. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see that this is going to stop his activities, but there's a lot of drama around him. There's like also a lot of discussions. Maybe also he doesn't agree on certain things that are or maybe had been arranged on his schedule. He's like, no, that I don't want to do. No, that neither. I think that he really is in a process where he's not getting along with, he's not on the same page with the people that are sort of wanting to run his schedule or his career. I think that he's not satisfied. He's not satisfied. And he's sort of putting resistance at the same time because he's like, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Like, he's not, I think that he's more, I see Hobi's energy much more assertive. He's much more, he has like, it gives me leader vibes, but he is like whatever he says, if he says no, or if he denies, or he's like, no, that take it out. I don't want it. They really listen to him. They are not like, oh, but you know, we already said yes, so you have to go. I think that definitely Hobi is going to be, especially for this woman, is going to be a headache. Because, and vice versa, because I see this woman being a bit pushy and trying to push him to sign things or to do things that he's like, no, no. So, yeah, with Hobi they cannot. They cannot. This is why it gives me that he has like, that he has like a superior role. You know, of course that all BTS members are important. You know, they all have their influences. But I think that with Hobi is like he is in another level of dominion, I would say. So you have to go and ask him, like, would you participate in this? Because he will tell you, like, yeah, no, I don't like this, or no, or yes, because I like this, and this is the. He's like a manager himself. He's so knowledgeable. He knows what works and what doesn't work. And he will not say yes or agree to something just because the company says so. So yeah, there's a lot of tension. I would say there's a lot of tension between him and the people that are trying to manage him. I think that when I say are trying to manage him, it's more like they are trying to dominate him. They are trying to manipulate him. You know, like, oh yeah, because you're out and you represent BTS, you know, you have to go here, show up here, be in this award ceremony, or be over here because, you know, you have to represent us. And he's like, no. This is not what I want, you know. Maybe he really wanted to concentrate in this. Why do I feel like he wants to make a duo with this person? Or he already worked with this person and he sort of promised this person like, okay, once I'm out, we are going to see each other again and start working on what we have pendant. and they already like sort of got in the way, you know, with all these demands. Like, no, you cannot do that because you have other things to do. Other things to do. But this woman, he doesn't like. This is not Min Hee-jin for for the people that are like, you know, Min Hee-jin is usually the queen of swords. This is not Min Hee-jin. For because, you know, as they see female, they see, and it's like Min Hee-jin. No, it's another person. And I believe that Hobi has dealt with this woman at some point. He knows of her. So he's like, yeah, she's problems. She's problematic. At least in his view. In his view. But yeah, there's... I tried to clarify her. And she got the devil. She got the devil. So she's something. Like she is... she's all about money. Super ambitious. Super ambitious, which there's nothing wrong with being ambitious. But I think that she's like, okay, we will do things my way because I say so. And for Hobi, it's like, no. With me, you cannot. I will not agree to what you have to offer me. I don't want it. So there's something about him not liking the way this woman handles herself, or like it seems like she wants to impose her, like, oh, you're my employee, you know, you have to do what I say because, you know, I am the authority here. He's like, no, you're wrong. I also am the authority here. So yeah, also the Five of Wands twice, I think that there's tension, there's discussions, there's like, definitely Hobi will show up and will do, you know, whatever activity that you see of him is something that he had studied, and that he's like, okay, yeah, I will participate in this because this resonates with the vision that I have now as an artist. But if it's for something else, for views, to get people to just watch and engage, no. And I think that he really wants to go back to the studio and create and just release what he wants to release. And I see that they are making it difficult for him to go back to create, you know, or to go back to keep recording what he has. Maybe he has something pendant, and he's like, I have to finish this. But they don't. I see that there's a lot of people coming his way and be like, with their agenda, and be like, oh, but you have to be here at this hour, and you have to go here then and do this. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. When did I say that I was going to do all of this? I have my own agenda, like, you know, first, please, and thank you. I'm not a robot. You know, I think that definitely Hobi is not going to make it easy. I think that they are sort of used to treating people like this, and some people being like, you know, giving in under pressure and be like, okay, I will do what you say. Okay, yeah, give me, I will follow it. And he's like, no. And whatever paper, whatever you have, show it to me. I want to read it. I'm going to take my time to read it. Yeah, he's going to be a pain for some people. Definitely, he's not going to make it easy. But we do trust Hobi. There's a reason why he's acting like this. He's just back from serving his country. Let the man breathe. Exactly. Exactly. It's like he's not your marionette. He's not your puppet. Let the man breathe. He's a fool. No, we're just starting. Okay, I'm going to continue with GOT7 JB. Wow. Wow, JB. Mmm. So full of love. So full of love. And opportunities, of course. Money. But great, JB. I like it. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords. King of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. And Ace of Cups, Compassion. Wow, JB. He's so inspired. He's so inspired. Definitely he's working like he already is advancing with what he had created. This is another person that probably he had his creation set aside, you know, and once he came back, he released it. He sort of when like, I think that it seems like while he was in the military, he sort of finished certain things to release it as soon as he got out of the military. Super fast, so efficient. So and also for the people, for the Agases, there's I would say, could I say there's a world tour? Because the Six of Swords, it gives me that the group is going to travel to different cities or places. I see a GOT7 comeback. Because the Three of Pentacles is like teamwork. It's not just about him. Of course that he also individually, you know, he has for everything, guys. Don't fight. He's going to release things on his own. He's going to do things on his own, and he's going to do things with GOT7 at the same time. He's so inspired, and also he had the Ace of Cups as well. So his cup is full. It's full of ideas, it's full of vision, it's full of resources. He's feeling so generous, he's feeling so in tune with he's feeling so sensitive at the same time. I think that he also is a man that now that he's back, he's sort of reconnecting with the love of the fans. You know, he's like, wow, they really miss me. You know, I think that maybe he tried to be cool and cold and detached from the realization that he really was missed. Really, really, and that he's really loved. He's really loved. He's a very loved person. And I think that this year and then the next year, the 2025, is going to be a year where he's going to allow himself to show a part of him much more vulnerable, where he's going to let the love get to him. You know, just sort of like continue like eliminating the barriers or the boundaries. If you're with the right people or with the people that love you, with your community, you don't have to be afraid of the love. The love doesn't have to be chaotic or aggressive or destructive. It can be a good love. And I think that for JB, you know, to be able to experience good love, like and him feeling loving and cute and romantic, you know, him feeling sensitive himself and be like, I really miss this. Yeah, he has so much to say to the fans. I think that he's so grateful. He's so grateful because he's like, wow, they really waited for me. They waited for me. So I wonder if the idols, when they enlist, if they go through some kind of period where they fear, like, oh, what if all these years or all these months that I had been gone, what if they don't love me anymore? Or what if they stop caring? What if when I come back, you know, they are like, yeah, we move on to another group. We are no longer my bias because you served in the military, so I forgot. So I think that for him, it really brought this sensitivity. He's like, wow, like, I think that he's even surprised himself. He's like, wow, I didn't realize I was this loved. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. But yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, does he have a business? Does JB has a business under his name, or does he have his own company? Does anyone know? Because I see him accomplishing a lot. And with this, I mean it like money as well. Money, creation, independence. You know, I see him, you know, maybe him being able to buy some property or something that he really wants, that maybe it's like an apartment or it's like a place where he can, you know, sort of continue working in there. I see money flowing to him, definitely. But I think that it all has to do with, he has been, I don't know if he has been saving or if he has been investing in something, and it's finally going to pay off. It's finally going to pay off. It's very stable. It's very stable. It's very stable. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups, the keyword is compassion. I think that also the Ace of Cups for me is like this openness to understand the other. This is why I kind of understand why the keyword is compassion, because it's like you are so open to the good feelings that you no longer focus on the negative or on the dark times or on the, I don't know, the traumatic experiences. I think that he's, maybe at some point he was a bit afraid of certain people's love and obsession. I think that he's a guy that he will accept your love, but he will not accept to be dominated or manipulated by that love. You know, probably he's one of these idols that he's like, you know, I'm not going to let you disrespect me or embarrass myself so you can like me, or so I can entertain you. He has very strong boundaries about what he can do to entertain and what he doesn't want to do. But with the Ace of Cups, he's going to learn to also to accept that, yeah, if there's weird people, I wonder if he dealt with a stalker or someone like this that was really creepy and really unpleasant. But definitely with the Ace of Cups, he's like, I forgive you. Like, I understand now. I understand, like, I'm no longer upset, or I'm no longer like, you know, sort of looking at you side-eyed, you know. Like, I think that he's like, okay, I shouldn't be so judgmental of these people, because, yeah, even though they are not in the right state of mind, you know, love is love. So he's much more understanding, and probably he's like, I don't know if he makes, I don't want to say he makes fun, but does he ridicule or just, you know, makes fun of people that are too emotional towards him or are too invested in him, or they are like, oh, because I love you, you're my life, and he's like, don't be stupid. Does he have that? Because I think that in this year, in 2025, because this year is like this month, December and 2025, I think that he's going to open his core a bit more, and he probably is going to allow the fans to get a bit closer to him, and he is going to get a bit cheesy himself, you know, a bit sensitive himself, a bit clingy himself. So he's like, you know, there's a much more loving JB is coming, you know, not so dark and mysterious and, you know, annoyed. No, just very sweet. He's the CEO of his own company, and Thank you, Samara. I always forget, like, you know, like who owns what, and I always mix them sometimes. Uh, okay, going to continue with EXO channel. Please guys, don't forget to leave a like to the live stream. I see that there's 14 people. Daniel is a typical Sagittarius, because he always is like walking away from something. He's always walking away from something. It's like he's receiving or accepting something about his life, but at the same time he's walking away. So it's he's just so contradictory. It's all the time. 8 of Cups for him, also very emotional. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and 7 of Swords. And from the other deck, he got the card of the Wheel of Fortune, turning point. Turning point. Yeah, I think that Channel, it's... Yeah, emotional. He I don't know if he went through a breakup or a separation or... but I think that also it has to do with his creation in his career. I don't know if he probably released something. I heard that, I remember I read for him releasing something like music. But I think that he's the type of person that he's like, okay, here, this is my creation. This is what I created for you guys. I gotta go. I don't know, it's like he doesn't want to face criticism, or he's too sensitive to criticism, that I see him like turning his back right away to the opinions maybe. You know, what I do see is that he's very sensitive and that he's very real when he creates something. He really puts a lot of himself. It's just that he cannot bear the criticism. He really cannot. You know, it's the type of person that is like, I cannot look at the comments. I cannot look at the comments because, you know, there could be a lot of beautiful comments, but then if there's one that is a hater, it sort of ruins the mood for him. And also he has this mindset of letting go. You know, once I deliver this is for you guys. Like, I release it to the public and then I go. Yeah, he definitely, with the 2 of Wands in the middle, he's thinking, he's planning, he's viewing maybe for next year what he's going to do, what his next move is going to be. He's really thinking about that. He's really thinking about that. Just that it's a very lonely process for Channel. Honestly, like, I see, you know, in all these cards, I don't see other people. I only see him very lonely, you know, very like, and him knowing that he's alone in this. He's like, okay, I understand. It is what it is, you know. But he really is reflecting this. I don't know if he's thinking about his last solo project, or he's thinking about his last work, and he's reflecting so much. Like, okay, what do I do to move on? I really think that he's like really concentrated, thinking. Then again, the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I think that he can get, in the next months, he can get something that he really wants to do. I can sort of see him, also finding a bit of happiness for himself. But with the Seven of Swords, he gives me again the runner, the runaway. It's like if I'm happy, I cannot share it with you guys. I cannot share it. Or if I accomplish something, I feel like I have to go and hide. Because I don't know if it's the hate or what, but he's very he runs away. It's like once he accomplishes something, he feels this need to run away or to go and hide. So I wonder what's that about, why he's so elusive. Yeah. Seven of Swords, I tried to clarify the Seven of Swords and I got the Five of Swords. So definitely Chanyeol doesn't have it easy. He has conflicts with people. This is why, when I was like, okay, I see him so lonely, probably he is. Probably he is. Because it seems like when something good happens to him or when he gets something that he wants, maybe people don't understand his motives. It's like, wow, you really wanted this? You should have considered the others or you should have thought about the others. I don't know. I think that also there's something about, this is why I see him so much like standing alone here. Because I don't know if there's some people that are like, oh, you're always thinking about yourself. You're always thinking about yourself. You don't think about us or about the group. And I don't know, I don't see a relationship in here. I don't see a relationship. But if this was like a romantic relationship, it also feels like he also is accused sometimes of being selfish, of getting his own gain or his own emotional needs met. And it's like, you don't think about me. You only think about what benefits you. So I think that he doesn't want to tell people about something that he's going to do because he's like, I know they're going to hate it or I know they're going to criticize me. Yeah. It's tough, the relationship that he has with others. This is why I get that maybe most of the time he loves to be by himself because he has disagreements with people. And they also get upset at him when he leaves or when he's like, okay, I gotta go because I know you're not going to like this. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune, turning point. Definitely things are moving in his life. He's trying to change and adapt. A lot of things are changing around him. He's not happy. I would say he's not. There's something about him. I don't know if it's his comeback or his solo promotions. He's unsatisfied. He's not satisfied with, and this is not about money. It's more about, I put all of me. I put my face, my image. I show up to bring this. But I think that you guys don't give me what I need, or you don't make me shine. Yeah, he's slowly realizing that maybe he should take better care of his decisions, or in the decision making, maybe he needs to hire someone that can help him. Because I can see him having like a small moments of happiness, with the Nine of Cups. It's like, yeah, I got this, I was able to achieve this. But then with the Seven of Swords, it's like, I have to go. Because I don't know if people are like, oh, you got that because of someone else. Or you got this, but you betrayed this person. I don't know. It just feels like they always attack him. They always attack him. And 2025 is going to be like that as well. But the turning point is that probably he has to find new people to hang out with. He needs a better group of support. He needs a brand new emotional support group. Like, I see him very lonely, very lonely, very lonely, and just so. And it's like him even doesn't even like put energy to stay with people, because he's like, oh, I know what they're going to say, so I better run away. I know what they think of me, so I better go. So he also has the tendency lately of not staying and working in the relationships, or just being much more flexible, much more understanding. It's like he also is sort of very much on the defensive. Like, I know what you're going to say of me. Oh, I know what you came to say. And maybe he also needs to give in a bit. Because he will end up lonely if he continues like this. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Chachalino. Okay, I'm going to read for Lusamble, near future. I don't know if it's Lusamble, Losamble. I'm sorry, guys, for the pronunciation. But yeah, for this group, for their near future. Hiatus, I can see. Hiatus and then move on. But yeah, hiatus. Okay. For Lusamble, we have the page, the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Page of Swords, the Hermit, Four of Swords, and then they got the Six of Swords movement. I definitely think that it all started because of one person. I don't know if it's like a leader or it's someone that spoke up and it's like, no. We start with the Knight and the Two of Cups. So definitely maybe from the company there was this intention to, I don't know if they had like a contract or if there was the possibility of renewing the contract. They really were looking forward to this. They were like, okay guys, what do you want? Sort of, like, okay, how can we do this? I can see them trying to get like an agreement, but not lose them. They really didn't want to lose the girls. And they were like, okay, we will review what you want, but our idea is to keep connected, to keep advancing together. But yeah, in the middle there's a Page of Swords. So this could be like the spokesperson or maybe someone of the group that is like, no. Like, we don't care how lovey-dovey you come now, like, that you come all calm and all collected, and you seem so generous, and you are like, oh yeah, because, we are a family, we don't want to lose you guys, we love you guys, and this person is like, got it. we don't want anything to do with you. This person is like probably very young. This is a very young person. So if this is like a member, it could be very young member, inexperienced. But yeah, the one that spoke up is like, no, 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 we don't want it. Whatever you are trying to convince us of, we are not buying it. So, you know, maybe they have the reasons to be like, especially because the Page of Swords is someone that doesn't hold back and is someone that is very sharp, very impulsive, very immature. You know, this is why I'm like, yeah, this is someone unexperienced. But this person was like, no, I don't care what you bring. We don't want it. So, yeah, and then, yeah, the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So, yeah, they need a timeout. Because they have to rediscover themselves. Maybe also the Hermit is a very individual and personal process. You know, maybe they have to look inside themselves, like, okay, do I continue? What do I want to do? What do I do next? They definitely need to stop a bit, because maybe mentally they were very overwhelmed, and they need some time out. They need some time out, alone or maybe separated. Also remember that, like I said the other day, you know, we are entering 2025 is going to be the year of the Hermit. So, you know, this also means, you know, taking a sort of a step back, you know, and not rushing things or not wanting to get right away get into something new. I mean, like, no, let's go, let's keep going, let's keep advancing. No, the Hermit is like a stop and reflect. Stop and reflect. Reflect. Take your time. Take your time. But yeah, with the Six of Swords that says movement, you know, I think that either this means that some of them could go MIA for a bit because they need it mentally, because they need it for their mental health, they need a break. And there could be some of them that is like, no, I'm not waiting. I'm actually on the move to the next chapter of my life. The Six of Swords, it sort of reminds me that they are going to continue with the next chapter, or they are already thinking about their new decision, like what's to come. And the keyword for some of them is to keep advancing. They're like, okay, if I stop now, I will lose the opportunity, or I will lose the train. I don't know. But some of them are like, we cannot stop now. We have to keep advancing, keep moving. But some of them are a bit tired. There's some people that are a bit tired, and they don't want to talk to the press, or they just don't want to talk. You know, they want to be separated. I don't know how many members does this group have. But yeah, it seems like they're done. You know, they're tired of. There was a lot of sugar coating. You know, when I saw the Knights of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, I was like, yeah, they want to convince the girls now. You know, now that they see that you know that things are coming to an end, they are like, oh yeah, maybe I should do something about this. But no, you should have done it before. You should have done it before. It's very funny because actually I saw a tweet today that they were mentioning that I believe that G-Idol, they said in their speech, in their acceptance speech of when they won an award, they sort of said, they said and then let people know that they are renewing their contract with Cube. So all of them are staying with Cube. And I remember I read for them, and I was like, okay, I believe it was in August, July, when I read for them. And I was like, it could be like two of them are staying, are already being convinced, and then there could be one or two that are thinking about going to another company. But I remember, like, the reading was so interesting because actually Cube came in as the Knight of Pentacles. This is why when I saw the Knight of Pentacles in here for the girls, I'm like, look how those companies are so um, are so fake, you know, in the sense that they don't mention money nor resources nor any kind of like improvement unless they see that the members want to leave. Then they talk money. Then they start talking money, because also the Knight of Pentacles is someone that is like, yeah, maybe, you know, I should compensate you with something. But the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. It's like, I promise you I'm going to create something and give it to you, to show it in a form of material, to show you that I really mean it. In the case of Cube, I was like, oh, they're really talking money now. They're talking money now, that there's like this threat of maybe some of the girls being like, I want to leave and I don't want to stay here with you guys. But they got the Knight of Pentacles, and I was like, this is Cube. This is Cube sort of talking money now, because they're like, oh, they're leaving, we cannot lose them. And I remember that from the other side, they got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. So there was like one Knight of Pentacles on one side and Knight of Cups at the end, but also the Knight of Cups came with the Four of Cups. So there was this feeling of like, yeah, I can convince a member or two of, you come to work for us or you come to my company because I'm a fellow artist and I'm so sensitive and I empathize with you and we can create together. But with the Four of Cups, there was this feeling of like, okay, maybe this member can go to this artist that owns a company because maybe she resonates with the culture of this company. But the Four of Cups, what I said back then was like, I don't think that company can be very sentimental and empathic and everything, but I don't think that out there's a better company for them. Like the Knight of Cups is very accepting, is loving, is understanding, but when it comes to money and achievements and support, they don't have that much. So it's like you would leave what you know for the promise of someone being like, oh, because in my company we will treat you better. Yeah, but it's not just about the treatment, it's also about the resources. It's like, we need to talk money, we need to talk resources, we need, you know, let's make it more abundant. You know, it's like, yeah, the love for the art, I get it, but at the same time, I need money, or I need you to promise me that you are going to support me financially with what I want to achieve in my comebacks, in the solo, you know, activities, in whatever they do. And I remember I said in that reading, I don't think that any company that is out there actually is better or can give them something better at this point. I think that all of them have this very lovely speech, but I was like, and I know that Cube is not like, oh, it's so amazing. No, but I think that also what I saw from the other companies and what they were trying to convince the girls, at least the girls that wanted to leave, it wasn't that stable. Like, what if they went to another company? They would end up disappointed at the end. They would have done disappointed at the end. Like, Cube took their time to actually do something to keep the girls, because the Knight of Pentacles is like, now you're moving, now you're talking money. Why didn't you talk money before? But, well, at least they realized like, oh my God, we're about to lose them. But the Knight of Cups is like, yeah, it's all lovey-dovey, but where is the resources? You know, if I leave companies, it's because I want to be better. But yeah. And I remember in that reading, I was like, I'm going to pull cards. When is their contract expiring? Because I was like, before the contract expires, I'm going to pull cards again. Because I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't able to see, like, oh, yeah, they will go with this new company or not. Because they were in the moment where they were receiving offers. So, Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue with the relationship between TVXQ and JX. Since they're having activities in Japan, both of them. I mean, I think that the both concerts are going to be very, of course, that it's separate. Both concerts are going to do well. Actually, both of them are getting the abundance or the numbers of assistants, or both of them in their individual careers are going to get very good numbers. It's not like, oh, because they are going to this concert and not this one, so one of them is going to suffer. No. With the Empress, I think that they have, the supporters are very loyal. Either the ones that are with TVXQ still, and the ones that are with JX. I don't see them having the need to compete for oh no, the ones that are going to see you, they're not going to see me. No, I think that at this point their audience is, yeah, they remember where they come from, but probably their taste is very different. It's very different. It's like the ones that go to see this group don't like the kind of they like more the other one's style. It's more about styles and preference. Yeah, and from TVXQ we have the Devil, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. From JX we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Lovers, and we have the Three of Cups. And the Empress in the middle. I mean, I think that the ones that are more focused on what happened in the past and maybe are more like, oh, we have to protect our legacy, definitely is TVXQ, definitely. Because with the Devil, the Ten of Pentacles, defending loyalty to the company forever and ever and ever, and there's you will never catch me talking bad about SM. But nevertheless, with the Eight of Cups, I think that maybe one of them really wants to, it's like I want to advance and move on and maybe have my own company. I don't see them that they are so happy in there. I think that they are so attached. With the Devil, it's like, it's not even about loyalty. It's more like a very unhealthy attachment. Very unhealthy attachment. I think that one of them is like, I wish I could separate myself from this and do something different. Because one of them is more focused on oh no, because things had always been like this and we have to follow the protocols and in our image and what we represent for K-pop or what we represent for our fans. One of them is very much fixated on we cannot change. And then there's the other one that is sort of losing. It's like he's part of this, but he's not that present. He's like, okay, as soon as I can go or pay my attention to something that happened the other side, I'm going to go and pay attention to this. Because, and honestly, I don't see, I see them more like business partners themselves, more than, you know, we are a family or we love each other. I think that it's like more like we are stuck together, so we continue working together. And also because they refuse to let the legacy fall. You know, they feel a responsibility. They are like, no, this is our name, this is our group, this is our creation. And also, you know, the ten of Pentacles is also a very sustained and stable success. So definitely TVXQ has created a lot. So they feel the responsibility, the duty to continue to honor the group and all the things that has come after, you know, what they created, the two of them themselves together, you know, for the group. It's just that sometimes it feels very heavy because it's like TVXQ is a SEM, somehow it feels, you know, with the attachment, it feels like you cannot be one thing without the other, you know, it's very toxic, it's very toxic, it's very toxic. And one of them is a bit absent, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm here because you want me to be here, but honestly, I cannot wait to go home. I'm a bit disconnected. But probably it's because maybe one of them is like, you know, I want to do more solo projects, or I want to do more things on my own, or I want to do some shows on my own. Like, I have more fun when I do things on my own. Like, somehow, you know, being all the time sort of forced to show up together is like, yeah, we do it for the legacy, you know, more than, oh, we love this. I think that probably it's a lot of years of trying to sustain the legacy, you know, and that also is a huge weight on the shoulders of them, you know, to remain being this this 10, you know, the 10 of Pentacles, it reminds me of the idols, or, you know, maybe the idols of their generation, where you had to be a 10. Like, they wouldn't accept less. At least not in the same back then. So you had to be a 10. So at the same time, I think that even, you know, a lot of years has passed and they still are attached to this. It's like they want the approval of the higher ups or the CEO or the, you know, it's like, yeah, we are legends. Yeah, people say that we are legends. Yes, we have to keep, yeah, and I think that about the other, about JX, they honestly had moved on a long time ago. They don't have any kind of feeling or, you know, perception. They are like, we moved on from it, you know. For TVXQ, it's just, you know, Juno and Chamin. It's just them. They don't, they are not like romanticizing or thinking like, oh, what are all the other guys doing? But also they are not like fixated on looking at what the others are doing, because honestly they have such a weight on their shoulders. I don't know what kind of contract they made them sign, but they are so caught up in there. So like, is there like such a slave contract like this? Because with the devil in here, I'm like, what did they sign? But yeah, from JX, yeah, with the 7 of Cups, the Lovers, and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, maybe from JX perspective, you know, with all these cups, they definitely do think they have a sort of they had romanticized somehow the past that they had with the other members. You know, they are a bit much more emotional. They, from time to time, maybe dream of, at some point, in some moment, if a reunion is possible, but not a reunion to perform together, a reunion to talk, to express. I think that these members, the member of JX, they were left with so many unprocessed emotions and feelings that it got stuck in their throats, things that they couldn't say, that they really wish they could have like a reunion. They really fantasize about this. With the Seven of Cups, it's like they fantasize sometimes about this. Also, the lovers, also, I think that definitely for JX, there's something about with the lovers there's a duality. So I think that maybe as artists they are a bit much more spontaneous than TVXQ because they sort of manage themselves, and also I think that it's the two of them, so it's like the two of them against the world. But there's a great chemistry. With the Three of Cups, there's like great, like I said the other day when I read for them, for me the lovers is also indecision. So it's this duality, but also this indecision. So I think that that this group, JX, they remain together, first of all, because they love each other. There's emotions, there's a friendship, there's a very deep friendship, definitely. But at the same time, with the lovers, probably there's one weak link, and then there's the other that sort of supports the weak link, and it's like, come on, we have to do this together. You promised we would do this. So yeah, let's show up together. I think that probably there's one that is a bit weak, or it has, their issues, their personal issues, and it's like, I don't know if I can do this again, or I don't know if I'm going to do well. And then I see the other one being like, no, you got this, I trust you, we are a team, we have to continue, but yeah, definitely I think that they continue because they really love each other. They probably love to perform together. So but they just rely on each other. There's something about like, if this wouldn't be possible, if they wouldn't have the friendship that they have. And definitely there's friendship. There's union, there's a lot of feelings. Not just because, oh yeah, I have to perform with you, but it's because I love you. And I trust you, and you are the only one that I have left. Something like this. So, but yeah, it is. I don't see them as stable, definitely, as TVXQ, obviously, because TVXQ is like a whole brand, and also with the Ten of Pentacles, they have much more resources and years of just being this very prestigious group. And in the case of them, of JX, it's more like, two friends that decided to form a band, and to get together. It's more for the love of the art and maybe for a way to reconnect with the fans, more than getting like a financial outcome, or, oh, because I need to work. I think that they do it to sort of also go back to the old times. It's all very, very intuitive. It's all very sentimental. They are very sentimental people, very sentimental. And from time to time, they do miss, and they do remember the other members, and probably they do watch a lot of the performances. They do sort of are sort of looking at what TVXQ is doing, but not from a place of like, oh, I'm stalking you, or I'm looking at what you're doing and I'm going to do the same. No, guys, not at all. Not at all. With the Empress in the middle, there's wealth, opportunities, and growth for each one of them. In here, there's no competition. There's room for all of them. It's not like, oh, I want what you have because you have more and I have less. No. With the Empress, like these whole people, these two groups are successful in their own right. It's just that the experience is different. I don't know if it's the music is different, if the style is different, but there's a lot of differences between the audience of this one and the audience of this one as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with Kim, Tae-hee, and Rain. The Ten of Pentacles today is on fire. The Ten of Pentacles. A lot of family, institution, businesses, legacy. They are the perfect couple, I would say. But not in an emotional way, like, oh my God, like we are so into each other even after all these years. No, it's hard work. It's teamwork. It's teamwork. They got the Three of Pentacles. So it's teamwork, definitely. It's not, it's effort after effort, and it's you working together, basically, for the relationship to work. Yeah, and from Kim Tae-hee's side, we have start with the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Empress, and the Knight of Wands. She loves a good life, I would say. Like with the Empress, like, how is she? I don't know her. Like, is she pretty? Is she beautiful? Because I see that she exudes this Venusian, like, yeah, I love luxury, I love a comfortable life, like, I settle, like, I said, I want that, I don't settle for less, like, please, you know, all good. And she's very possessive of her things, I would say. Her things, her marriage, she's like, you shall not touch what is mine. From Rain side, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands. And then the relationship, we have the Three of Pentacles, that in this deck, it says perfection. So yeah, definitely they work really hard to show the audience that they are perfect. There's a lot of intention in here. There's a lot of hard work to maybe also curate a bit things so they look perfect. I think that she is the boss in the relationship, definitely, because I see the Empress and I'm like, there's no way you can say no to this woman. There's no way you can say no. You will not get what you want. This woman, she rules the relationship, she rules her house, she rules everything. Everything she does, she has the power to do like this, and he does what she says. She's also very dominant. She is, you know, I think that she has like a duality. You know, I think that she can be so seductive or so slow moving, like a diva. You know, like just beautiful. But then with the Knight of Wands, you know, she's also very fierce, you know, so you don't want to get her upset because she has, every once in a while, like she can be really chill, but then one day she wakes up and she's like, I want this. I want us to do this. And it's like, oh my God, like she starts moving and planning and just getting all active again. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I thought you were taking a nap. Like, like I thought that you went to the beauty salon. I don't know, to the hairdresser. I don't know. She's just like this. There's moments where she's just not doing much, just, you know, being a couch potato, maybe a beautiful one. But then all of a sudden she comes up with an idea. I also think that how many children do they have? Because the Empress is very fertile, and she loves being a mother. And also with the Knight of Wands here, I wonder if she's thinking about having another child. I wonder if she's thinking about getting another child, like having another child. Because it's like, she's like, I'm lacking motivation, I need to do something new, Could it be that she's... two girls? She wants a boy. Maybe they're trying to get pregnant. She wants a boy. Because there's a lot of feminine energy in her house. Like not just with her and her children. There's also probably in her family. There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women like sisters, cousins, aunts, grandmas. Like there's a lot of female energy. Yeah, Rain is tired. Rain is tired. He's like, yes, yes, baby, whatever you want, baby. He's like, yes, baby, whatever. You know, with the Ace of Cups, he's like, yeah, whatever you want. Like, what do you want? I will buy it for you. Like, I will move it for you. I will move whatever I have to do to get you what you want. But he's tired. He's tired. And also with the Ace of Cups, see pregnancy, creation. So maybe he's like, okay, I have to do my best performance to, you know, but he's tired. He's tired. He probably, there's something about the relationship that he feels very overwhelmed. He feels very overwhelmed. Ah, she's older than Rain, yeah. But she runs him out of energy because she's like, she has a strong temper, I would say, but she has this elegance to her that I would say that she's so smart, because maybe for the cameras or maybe for people that don't know her, she's like this beauty queen, or she's like this very gentle woman, you know, like, but actually she's like, oh, she's so bossy. So I kind of understand why he would feel a bit like, oh, I'm tired. He loves her so much, definitely. With the Ace of Cups, he loves her so much. And his love for her will never run out. Will never run out. But from time to time, he just feels like a bit annoyed. Because he also has his temper, you know, he also has like anger accumulated inside of him. Like also he gets bored easily, but not of the relationship. I think that he feels the need to maybe, you know, keep being relevant, like keep producing, keep showing up in you know, on the media, or keep showing up in different shows. So I also see him that he's like, you know, trying to be the perfect husband, because this is something that I see that for the both of them, the keyword perfection is what rules their lives. So I don't know if maybe from the beginning they sort of sold this idea of perfection. And now, you know, as time passes by, it's really hard to keep sustaining the perfection, because we are not perfect. Nor the celebrities, nor neither of us. We make mistakes. We have our bad days. And I think that Rain has a lot of bad days. He's also annoyed. He's someone that, you know, sometimes he gets so overwhelmed. He is like a people's pleaser. He will give her what she wants, but at the same time, then he will get up angry at himself and at her because you asked me this, you asked me for this, so I'm angry at you because you don't leave me alone, because you asked me for this, because you are all the time like demanding me something, and I'm tired and I don't have time and I have other things to do. But at the same time, he allows this, you know. He's such a fool for her, so he's sort of used to, you know. This is why we have the Empress. The Empress is like seated on the couch. She's like, yeah, this is my life, I live like this. He serves me. He says he will serve me forever. So yeah, I just sit here and look amazing. So could it be that also, like, he wasn't her type? Could it be that she sort of was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to date you, but I will do it because you're so insistent. You know, there's something here with the Knight of Wands. I can see him just being so obsessed with her. Maybe pursuing her, like following her like everywhere, and her being like, okay, I'm tired. I will say yes so you can stop following me around. She's such a queen for this. But definitely, like, I see his energy, like, oh, I don't want to lose her. What if she stops loving me? Like, I have to do something. Like, I don't know, he feels like he has to entertain her or get a bit much more of drama or just get upset so he can, keep her interested. I don't know, but he's just so exaggerated. His energy is so exaggerated. Ah, yeah, I see. He had to beg her to go with him. She didn't trust him and thought he was a playboy. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely he was a playboy. Yeah. It's like, I chase beautiful things, and she was the prettiest thing that he ever seen, obviously. But definitely he loves her. He loves her. I can see that he loves her. But from time to time, he has to act like a child or to have these tantrums to get her attention. He's so insecure in that way. He's so... I don't see her insecure. I think that she's so confident in herself. She's like, he will never leave me. He will never leave me. He's mine. Is she an earth sign? Why does she give me like an earth sign vibe? Like, she's so possessive. She's like, yeah, he's mine. But yeah, with the Three of Pentacles, they will continue to be this perfect couple. Yes. Yes. Yeah. But he gets angry at her because he gets angry at himself. Because he's like, why am I so willing to make all her wishes and desires come true? Why am I so quick to go and do things for her? Like, probably he wants to act tough, like, oh, I'm the man in the relationship and I'm the one that calls the shot in here. But no, the one that calls the shot is her. And I also think that probably he has mommy issues. He has mommy issues. I can see that he sort of likes it that she tells him what to do, or she keeps him like, oh yeah, because I'm the empress and you are just like a knight. You're just a random guy that I just chosen, but I could have chosen better than you. Oh my, I didn't know this. That really was, yeah, but it's cute at the end. It's like, it's dramatic, but, and I love to see a Korean man, and a famous Korean man, not being so obnoxious, or not being so dismissive, or so like, oh yeah, because I'm the man in the relationship and you have to follow me, or you have to do what I say because I am the man. I see her being in charge, and secretly, he had always loved that about her. Like, yeah, you are my queen. I will follow you. Whatever you say, I will get on my knees and do it. I will complain later, but I will do it. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is a very playboy card. Yes. I love this reading as well. It was so refreshing. And also so real. Because, yeah, relationship is like a business. It's like a partnership. You have to have good teamwork. So he's a former playboy. He's no longer. But she's a queen, definitely. She's a queen. I love her attitude. Okay, I'm going to continue with the friendship between BTS B and Leejung Lee, the choreographer. B. Leejung Lee, the choreographer. Also, did you guys see the video that they're filmed together, like dancing? My God, Taeyong. My God, Taeyong. Like, I remember I said that he was going to get big. Like he was going to shape his body and he's going to be amazing and everyone was going to talk about it. But I didn't think that it was going to be like this. You know, I'm not an expert on body structure, no muscles, no training or anything. But I did notice the difference. He is bigger. So I was like, I had to watch a few times. I was like, is that B? Is that B? I was like, and everyone said no because JK is going to, but B, wow, he used to be so skinny, poor guy, and now you see him and it's like a mountain. Like I said when I read, last year, I said he was going to be like a mountain. Leejung Lee is a choreographer. I believe she is a choreographer of mostly of YG. Is she, or am I mistaken? I think that she was with YG original, right? I don't know if now she owns her own, if she's independent, I don't know, but I do remember seeing her with YG artists. But yeah, since she's a choreographer, maybe she works for different people. But yeah, I don't understand much about the choreographer's world. But she's so cute. I actually, of all the choreographers, I like her. I like her and Gabi. Because she has a charisma, she's just different. Badali, I'm not a fan of Badali. You know, like I know people love Badali, but for me it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm like, not my style. And I'm not an expert. I'm sure she dances because definitely she's in there because she's talented, but not my style, honestly. Yeah, I saw her dancing to reggaeton, and I was like, please don't make choreographies for reggaeton. Like, I'm not an expert on reggaeton, but I am a Latin person, and reggaeton is not to be choreographed. Reggaeton is to dance. It's to move your body, move your hips, just feel the song and have fun. It's for the clubs. Reggaeton is not to be choreographed. It's not to be choreographed. It's not like that. It's not that structured like that. Okay. From from BTS B, we have the Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and King of Wands. He wants to work with her. I see him. I see that probably she's giving him lessons. Could it be? Because he's also willing to learn. So I'm like, And from her side, from Leejung Lee, we have the Magician. So definitely she is like the teacher. She's like the one that leads. Four of Wands and Seven of Wands. The company. She wants to work with him. but the company is in the middle. And also we have the company card, we have the Hierophant here, that in this deck is called the Healer. It's called, that it says kindness. I think that she's not comfortable going into that building, I would say. Like, she's like, yeah, she has also a lot of ideas, and she's like, yeah, I'm willing to teach you if you want to. I think that he wants to learn something. He wants definitely her to train him or to teach him something. And at first, I think that he was like, do I tell her? Like, how do I propose this? Because I also think that V is someone that is very impulsive. So when he admires someone, he just goes and is like, I want to work with you. But he actually doesn't have like a proper planning in his mind. He's like, I just want to get close to you and maybe become friends and just talk. But I know I want to work with you, or I want you to teach me or to train me, but I don't, like he's like, I'm just going to go over there and just talk to her. There's something about him being this, there's something just very, very interesting about B, is that he definitely is a very humble person, and he wants to learn. There's some knowledge that he wants to take of her. Because we have here the Page of Pentacles, so I think that he's very humble. He's like, I don't know much about this, but I want to get better. I want to create this, but then there's something about him and his experience. It's like he cannot remain being this pupil, because actually he is a master already. I'm not going to say like, oh, he's like the best dancer of all times, but whatever he wants to create with her, or he wants to learn from her, he already has he's already this very, how can I say this very experienced person. So I wonder if he's like, no, because I want to get into this, more like a street style, or there's something about him. He's so passionate about this. This has something to do with a new project of his that is very masculine at the same time, because the King of Wands is very masculine. So he's like, yeah, I want to do this, please teach me. But I think that there's something about him already being ready for this. So it's like, yeah, I can see her also being like, yeah, I can teach you something, but you actually master it very well. I think that it's not just dancing, probably is the attitude, the confidence, because the King of Wands, it gives me confidence, charisma, I know how to move, I know like a stage presence, like he wants to become much more manly. And definitely what we had seen, he already has it. It's just that he needs the proper environment and training, maybe the proper music to sort of get into this. But he already has it. He's already like a boss in stage. I think that we should like embrace getting into this era of, let's leave aside the soulful music and, let's get you on the dance floor. Like, let's get you a very sexy rock concept, because I think that he can pull it off. It's like, don't be shy. Just do it. Don't be shy. That he wants to be a stripper or something like this, because I see him like, I want you to train me to be more sexy or confident, but he already has it in him. It's just that I think that B needs to surround himself more with fire signs. Definitely. He needs to surround himself much more with fire signs, because there's something about his potential being a bit slowed down, because people are like, no, because, this all takes time to learn, and everything is processes, and you have to wait. You cannot be, an expert, like this in 24 hours. It's all about waiting, the right time, the right training. This is why he comes always like, oh, please, can you teach me? Being very humble, being very small, being very
responsible, but he has the potential. You are a king of wands, Kim Tae-young. So, get it out. Get it out. Go wild. Get it. And he wants more movement in his life. He wants more adrenaline in his life. I think, guys, that you are not ready to see what he has in store for you. I said about the body, but I think that sorry, guys, I'm back. There's another evolution on the way from Kim Tae-young. Could be actor Kim Tae-young or could be a stripper Kim Tae-young. But I see magical things are going to happen in front of your eyes when it comes to Kim Tae-young. I can see it. I can see it. But he has to surrender himself much more with fire signs. I said it. Stop fooling around with people that are like, no, because this takes time and it's a whole process and we have to be patient. It's like, no, don't be patient. Just go for what makes you happy, what makes your heart beat. Just go for that. And from her side, yeah, the magician, she's just like, yeah, whatever you need, I can help you. She's also a great entertainer. Like, she definitely is a pro. She is a pro. She has great energy. She adapts. I'm sure that just like the other choreographers, she works with a lot of artists. So she's like, yeah, I have all my tools here. Whatever you want, I will guide you. Whatever you need of me, I will do it. But I think that she has a thing with the building. She has a thing with the company. I don't know if in the company she feels like, this is why we have the Seven of Wands. I don't know if she had some disagreement with I don't think that it's just the company, it could be, but I think that also is the building. There's something about her. I don't know if they didn't allow her to get in at first. They were like, no, what are you doing here? Why are you working with him? Who invited you? Oh, no, go home and then we will call you and we will let you know if you can come in or not. Sort of her feeling like really, like her having to defend herself. Like, I'm not here to steal anything. He invited me. And so I came here, like, I didn't invite myself. There's something about her being, like, told, like, no, you're stepping our boundaries. Like, you have to get a permission. Or if you want to work with him, you have to talk to us first. But I think that it wasn't her initiative. He told her, he invited her, but it was so informal, or he just said it like this, yeah, come over at this hour. And she didn't know all the protocols. And wow, she was surprised when she arrived with all the protocols. So she's like, wow, you guys have so many restrictions that I feel like I'm not welcome here. So yeah, maybe she will like agree to work with him, but it's like, let's do it somewhere else, because she's like, she also, if she's a fire sign, she also doesn't have much more patience. It's like, if she gets upset, she's like, bye. She also has a strong temper. She doesn't like to be treated like, oh no, because you know nothing. No, she also has her pride. So it's like, if you talk to her in a very rude or in a very harsh tone, she gets offended and it's like, bye, never again. But yeah, with the healer, the Hierophant, kindness. Yeah, I think that this is a friendship. Yeah, this is a friendship. They can build something together. Definitely, there's possibilities. I think that it's more like a friendship of a teacher and a pupil, or a teacher and a student. He wants to learn something from her. But I think that she's perfect for him. So yeah, I can see it long lasting. But it's not romantic, guys. It's not romantic. But don't be shook if you see another video, because these both together, if they share a screen together, there's going to be very passionate moves and a lot of sexiness. So don't start getting weird. Like, they are performers. Magic Mike Tae. Yeah, Jungkook have buffed up so much for Golden, yeah. Magic Tae is also crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. But you know, for people that probably think that, oh, because you know they are after him because he's famous. You know that Tae is a very individual person, and whoever he wants to work with, he just goes by himself and talks to that person. He's like, I want to collaborate with you, or I want to work with you. Oh, please let me know when you have time and we can, because I would love to work with you. He is like this. So no, he usually probably never tells the company that he had an agreement with someone, or he said, I'm going to collaborate with this person. He probably tells the person first, and then the company finds out later. He skips certain protocols, definitely. Okay, I'm going to continue with 17 wonwoo. The two of swords today also. Could it be a collaboration with a woman? It's a very passionate woman in here. It could be a collaboration. Temperance. Yeah, he's another guy that he has like an interesting mix of, you know, he can be very calm and shy, but at the same time he has a lot of fire inside of him. He wants to try different things. But sometimes he doesn't dare to ask for what he wants. And this sort of creates a bit of uncomfortable situations, because I think that he doesn't say anything, but his attitude, like you can sort of see that he's not satisfied or he's not happy with certain things. For one, we start with the Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords. We have the Three of Wands in the middle, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Be careful, wonwoo, because you're also very fertile. So if it's create music and everything, just go. But if it's, you know, possible pregnancy, just, you know, watch out. And temperance, the keyword is protection. Yeah, there's a woman here. Very strong also, so it's really hard to ignore her, because it's like here standing very strong. Yeah, I think that he wants to collaborate with this woman. It could be like a fellow idol as well. Because I believe they given him certain projects, but he's like, that one I don't like, or that one, yeah, it was good, but I wanted something else. He definitely is looking at his future. Why do I feel like does he usually get solos or another subunit? Because I see that he already had experienced this, of not just working with 17. I know 17 has their special units, and I think that for him it's like, you know, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. It's like I went through this before. He is experiencing this. But yeah, the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands, you know, and this Queen of Wands also came up in Hobi's reading. So I wonder if this is like the same person, sort of getting in the way or monitoring all the hive groups. because she's so present in here. And whenever she shows up very strongly. Very dominating, very dominating. It's like, I come with an idea, I have a vision, and usually her vision is unflexible. It's like you cannot discuss her. You cannot be like, oh, I think that we should change this. She's like, no, it's my vision. We are going to use what I got, not what you got. Very egocentric, very egocentric. So I wonder if he also would feel a bit intimidated by someone like this. Could it be? I mean, the good thing is that probably he's already working on this. So there's something about him just getting ready for activities. So he's like, yeah, well, I'm already on the move, so I guess I have to adapt to whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah, with the star card. It could be a fellow idol as well. It could be like a fellow idol. Because I got the star card. It could be like a fellow idol. Does one usually have is he like, does people ship him with someone of the company? Like, does people ship him with other female idols? Because I don't know why I see this very strong woman and I'm like, she's probably minding her own business and just being herself and being like, oh my God, she looked at his way. Or they talked, or I saw them, they had this brief interaction and I don't like it. But I think that this woman is very opinionated, so definitely she's not. And also with the stars, she's sort of used to getting this attention or people just being obsessed with every small move that she does, especially around the opposite sex. So it's not that she has something with him, it's just that she appears in here. So I wonder if the fans have like some conspiracy theory or they think that they know what is going on with these people, because I can sort of see it like it's going to happen again. Like it's going to happen. He's going to get probably rumors or people are going to notice that where he is, this person is. And yeah. But yeah, with the temperance, it says protection. This is why I don't think that he will get into a scandal, nor people just talking about him. No, because he's a very chill guy. He's just doing his work. He's doing his work. And actually, he cannot wait to actually get his moment to shine. With the Six of Pentacles at the beginning and the Two of Swords, I think that he was in a period not so long ago where he had to wait for his share. There's something about him being waiting and being like, okay, what will I get? What will I be my part? And they probably been like, no, for you, not yet. Like, let's wait a bit and then we will tell you. So he definitely is envisioning like his future. He's like, okay, they better give me something to work with because I'm also feeling very relentless. Like I'm feeling so nervous. I need to get out there and do something. But yeah, he probably will. 2025 is going to be very busy for him. Very busy. Very busy. But it's what he wants because he's actually a very passionate person. It's just that he has these moments where it looks like he's so sweet and so like, but actually he has convictions and he's very hardworking. He's waiting for his moment. And I know that there's someone that asked me for the, you know guys, what is the name? Because I did miss that recommendation. What is the name of the subunit of 17? I believe it's the vocal line. That is did they have that song that is called Fighting? Was it Fighting? I don't know. I'm not that informed about 17's activities, but what is the name of that unit? Is it BS, BSB, BSS, something like this?
I need the name. I guess it's BBS, BSB. BSS. Thank you, Samara. BSS before, because I want to pull some cards because they wanted just to some cards. Ah, okay. It's Hoshi, Seungwan, and DK. Okay. They're really creating something, but they're asked to study more. We have for them, for this group, for BSS, we have the Hermit, the Empress, and we have the Ace of Swords. So definitely, yeah, new creation is on the way, definitely. But I think that they're asking the guys to write this themselves. And of course, with the Empress in the middle, you know, the concept, everything is going to be luxurious, beautiful, amazing. You know, it's going to be very well done. But there's something with the Ace of Swords that is like, you know, guys, we want you to keep working on your own ability to write your own lyrics or to write your own material. I don't know, maybe they already have, and I don't know it. But if they already have this ability of them being songwriters or of them helping with the creation of a song, definitely this year 2025 is going to be another year where they are asked to get more involved in the process of creation. Definitely this is why they are taking their time to study. They start with the Hermit, that in here it says quest for personal growth. So there's something about them sort of assisting to class. I don't know why. I think that they are being put, not to the test, but I think that they are being signed to certain classes where they have to go through this, like the card says, through this quest for personal growth. You know, it's like we want you guys to experience these personal feelings or situations, and we want you to write about it. Probably they want the next comeback or the next promotion, they want this to be much more personal, much more about themselves or what they had gone through. Of course, that is going to be beautiful because with the Empress in here, I definitely see that for BSS, there's going to be a lot of resources. It's going to look very fancy. So don't worry, like the guys are very well taken care of in that sense. They're going to have, you know, the right quality, the most beautiful thing, but definitely they want to add much more depth to the song or the lyrics. You know, it's like we want to keep advancing with you guys, and we want to give it a certain, like we want this to be about you and your style, and you guys talking about things that have been happening with you and your own personal growth, your own personal journey. So yeah, it's all about, you know, them writing their own lyrics. Yeah, I can see that they are like, okay, you guys need to have these classes. It's not classes because I don't see them like being like, okay, you need to write this like this. But I think that they need to sit down and have these moments where they write on a diary, or, you know, they write their own lyrics, or they incorporate new words to create the lyrics. It's a whole process. And I think that definitely they are on their way to learning all this. But yeah, it's going to be unique. It's going to be unique.
I'm going to continue with IVE Yuna. That she's a Sagittarius. Why do I see again collab? Today I'm with the word collaboration. I'm like, but I do see it. So I say it. I don't see like, oh, it's a romantic relationship, but I do see her and another guy. Could be them filming a TikTok together. I don't know, but I think that this man is influential, and maybe the fans are going to go crazy a bit. Okay, for Yuna, we start with the Six of Swords. We have the Judgment. We have the World card in the middle. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Tower. So yeah, all these major arcanas that I think that definitely Yuna is going through some, she's advancing. Definitely 2024 has been a year of a lot of advances, of her maybe, you know, with the group advancing and working, and her advancing in her own projects. I see her just moving, but at the same time, you know, with the Judgment and the World card, I think that sometimes the way things move in her career are just odd, you know, because it seems like when she starts moving, then all of a sudden something happens and it stops. So the Judgment and the World card is like cycles that are ending, but at the same time it all happens very fast. So there's this feeling of her like not being able to enjoy things, because it's like, oh, I know it's just a phase. I know it's going to end very soon. So why do I care? You know, she could be a bit pessimistic, feeling a bit pessimistic. Because I believe that she has tried for so long to be so optimistic about her career or about her relationship with others, that I think that sometimes she's like, why do I do this? You know, definitely with the Six of Swords and the Judgment, I don't know much about Yuna, but definitely it seems like this is another female idol that gets a lot of backlash. Like, I see him just being very active and probably just having a lot of energy, or just being willing to try new things. But probably in the internet, they judge her very harshly. Very harshly, you know, not even mention that she's under JYP, and we know that every time I read for ITZY, the poor girls, you know, they cannot catch a break. There's always a lot of, you know, demands, like, okay, do this all over, do this better. But I think that she has something with the internet that maybe people anonymously or online just send her very nasty messages. And I think that is with her. There's something with people being fixated with her in particular. And she's like, you know, I don't know if people like me. It sort of reminds me a bit of Jennie, you know, Blackpink Jennie, that she always is like, no matter what she does, at the end, like at the end of the cycle, there's going to be criticism. Like something they're going to find to criticize. And with Yuna, it's the same. And she tries to advance, you know, she's someone that convinces herself. She's a Sagittarius, so it definitely shows that she keeps advancing nevertheless. You know, she keeps advancing. You know, she doesn't care. Okay, yeah, I guess this feedback isn't positive, but okay, I will put on a smile and I will keep advancing. She's a very hardworking person. But definitely there's this dissatisfaction. Like, honestly, like, I don't know what people want of me. Because there's always this strong feeling of like, I don't know what, it seems like everything is very, it's like a cycle, you know, it's a cycle where maybe nothing happens and everything is cool, but then it starts all over. And she's reminded again, like, oh, okay, they're criticizing me again. They found something to criticize me again. Like, I don't know if they give her sort of like feedback and they're like, you know, they talked about you again. And I think that she's like, oh, okay, another era, another critic. like it seems like this, you know, like she sees the pattern. She's like, yeah, I guess it's with me. The issue is with me. Um, could be also like, you know, because I have the King of Swords and I have this. So could be the fans of this person. Could be the fans of this person. I don't know why. I think that I don't know, maybe, did she have like rumors with someone, with another fellow idol? Because I see her just being very loving, just a great friend or companion or colleague, and people just, you know, being very like, oh, you are flirting with him. Maybe she was just being nice, and they're like, you're flirting with him. And him, of course, being all trying to be proper, not even looking at her in the eye, you know, being very cold, very detached, because, you know, always in this industry, you know, the man is not criticized, but the woman is criticized. And there's something, I don't know if maybe they had an interaction and she was super nice with him, or she smiled at him, or she was cute, or she touched him, you know, and people were like, no, why are you like this? You know, so yeah, I think that it has to do with the men, definitely. It has to do with the men, and also, if this happened in the past, I can sort of see it repeat again. If this is not the same guy, maybe it could be another idol. Because the Wheel of Fortune here in the middle, not the Wheel of Fortune, sorry, the wall card is like, you know, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. You're going to have like an interaction with a fellow idol or an idol of the opposite sex, and people are going to go crazy. They're going to go towards you and attack you. Yeah, there could be a collaboration. There could be a collaboration. Maybe a brief one, but yeah, with the Three of Wands. Or them working in the same place, or working for the same thing. Yeah, people feel threatened by her. It's very sweet. I don't know if it's because she smiles a lot. She has this very kind energy, just very smiley. And probably people hate her more for this, because they're like, why are you smiling? Why are you so happy about it? Yeah, the Tower. Yeah, probably 2025 is going to be tough for Yuna. It's going to be tough. You know, maybe some, you know, a small stability that she has is going to, you know, sort of go back to zero, or some things are going to be sort of destroyed, or some things are going to be interrupted. So she just has to, you know, I don't see her suffering, honestly. I think that she's sort of used to the idea that things are like this for her. But I think that it's going to be heavy. A lot of changes, abrupt changes, like no one letting her know anything ahead. You know, she's sort of been surprised of like, okay, yeah, today we change everything, you know. But yeah. Poor Yuna. But she keeps smiling. She keeps smiling. They will not bring her down. They will not erase her smile. Well, about this question about ITs, I don't know about. Do you think really is grand prize? GB? Is it grand prize, or is general public? Korean general public? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not an expert in English. I don't know what this person meant. But yeah, the question was, will 80s get the Korean GP? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what it is. Yeah, same. Hmm. I mean, yes and no. They have the Two of Pentacles. So it could be one good news and the other one be like, hmm. Okay, we start with the Judgment for ATs. We have the King of Cups and we have the Hierophant. And the Two of Pentacles balance. So yeah, because this person mentioned something about Korean 18s, that maybe they, it's usually the international fans, the ones that put the effort and the vote and everything. It seems like, maybe for in Korea they are not that appreciated. Honestly, I kind of see it here. And I think that it has to do with the leader. Because the King of Cups and I see Honjun. It has to do with the leader. And we have the Judgment. So I would say, honestly, people don't like the leader. And the reason why they don't like him is because of his appearance. Is that superficial. Is that superficial. Also, there's something about him not following the rules or not be the typical leader, what they consider like a leader should behave. Here with the Hierophant, it's like, you are not acting like a leader or you are not acting like all the other leaders. They see Honjun more focused on himself and maybe on him, like, I don't know why they think that he owns the company, like he has a company of his own, or maybe he runs the company. But yeah, basically yes, because the guy does everything. So yeah, he's very much involved in all the important decisions. But I think that I think that they don't like the way he runs things. Like, they don't respect him. That's the thing. They look at him and they're like, you don't look like a leader. Or you don't look like the standard of what we expect. Or maybe there's no chemistry, or there's no, like, for example, when he talks to maybe to 18s, it's like people don't feel the connection with him. They're like, we are not inspired. Maybe they hear other members and they sort of empathize more with other members, or they're like, oh, this one is cute, the other one is funny, the other one has this that I like. But for Honjun, people are very critical. They are very discriminatory, I would say. Could it be that he doesn't look Korean? That he looks like someone else, like another race, and they don't like it? Because with the Judgment, it can escalate. Desang, like the Desang. But yeah, also yeah, the two of Pentacles. I think that probably for AGs in Korea, there could be another year of a lot of instability. I mean, they're trying to find balance. Definitely, they will not give up in their efforts. But I think that it's really hard to be like, oh, they're going to be successful, because everything is so different there. It's so different there. And with the Two of Pentacles, it gives me that they always put them to the test. Like, what more can you endure? you know, I will change your schedule, or I will invite you here, but then we will be like, no, we're canceling, or actually we don't have time. You know, sort of doing these things that they usually do to amateurs, to amateur groups, and they do it to ATs. So yeah. But I think that there's something with the they have like something about the leader. You know, they don't like the way the leader handles things. They don't connect with him. They look at him and they're like, yeah, I know about the others, and I think that the others are cute, but for him they don't see him like approachable. You know, there's something about him being maybe too rigid, or being with the Hierophant. I think that he's so stuck in the building. You know, there's something about him probably working a lot, or creating a lot, or just reviewing a lot of things that is not just about creating music. Probably he also handles another things. So he's not that social, or maybe his abilities to be social or to be cute. I don't know what they expect of him. I have no idea what other leaders do to gain the public. I don't know. I would have to ask like a Korean fan, like, who is your favorite leader and why? You know, and I think that for him they are like, But it's an issue with him. It's not with the rest of the members. With the rest of the members, they know. It's like they support the specific member that they like or that they find cute. But in this case, for him, it's like, we don't like him. Yeah, also the two of Pentacles, it gives me a starters vibe. So even though ATs has been around for a very long time, they are still treated like rookies, and they are expected to, yeah, when we call you, you come, and when we cancel, you know, you don't come. So they do it on purpose, you know, the instability, the changes at last minute, you know. Okay. No, Sun is the main dancer. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for the recommendations. This was fun. Today I'm actually very tired because I have been reading. I have been doing readings very early in the morning. Then I did one for the channel. Then I came here. I almost fell asleep, I must say, because I was a bit exhausted. But maybe it's because I'm feeling tomorrow, you know, the weather forecast, it says that there could be another storm tomorrow. So I can sort of see that the weather is changing again. So I'm feeling a bit like down. But yeah, if you guys can start today, if you can start when the phone rings, let me know if you like it. Yeah, I like. There's only 4 episodes available on Netflix, and they say that probably the other ones are going to be like released after Christmas, like probably in 2025. So if you don't want to wait, if you're like that kind of person like me, that I'm actually getting annoyed that they that they are dragging this. For example, I started watching the I want to call it the suitcase, but it's not the suitcase. It's the trunk, the Gonju new series, and it has eight episodes, and they are all available on Netflix. So I'm loving that. But for this other one, I don't know why they release 1 episode a week, 2 episodes when they want to, And now we have to wait for the other ones. We have to wait after Christmas and after the year ends. So it's so annoying. But if you want to give it a try, just to see if you like it, because I believe that it's not for everyone. It's not like it's specific. You know, if you like romance or if you like that kind of dynamics, you watch it, and if you don't, yeah, don't. But yeah, I'm going to create a poll on my community to see if there's other people watching, if they want me to do a reading for the two male leads. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Have a lovely Saturday and weekend. Enjoy it. Bye.